Hi guys, it's Key. I am doing my first video today regarding a quick weave. Um, this is the first one that I'm doing, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna go ahead and get through it. Just asking that you guys provide me comments. I'm fine with critique. It's no problem with that. So, and of course, if you see something you like, you have any questions, subscribe, share my channel, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so basically what I've already done is I've already washed my hair, moisturized it. I have very, very short hair and thin. So right now I'm working on growing it back. Basically, I use the weave cap or the wig cap. I utilize two of those. Basically, for foundation, I know a lot of people are traditionally used to going to the hairstylist and they'll mold your hair, meaning they'll use gel or they'll use it's something else that they use to kind of just weft the hair down and keep it in place. The reason why I don't recommend that unless you have extremely healthy hair is that one, it dries out the scalp. It doesn't allow it to breathe during the time that you actually have your hair in, whether it be sewed in or whether it be glued in. And today we'll be using the glue-in method. In addition to that, if you already have damaged hair, it's not going to promote healthy hair growth. So I kind of had to get away with those ways of doing anything, where they may be beneficial in the beauty salon when it comes to molding the hair and crowning and then laying it down so that the tracks sit appropriately. Again, unless you have extremely healthy hair without damage, without breakage, it's just going to make your initial hair situation a lot worse. So what I suggested is to use something that is going to work with your hair type. All hair types are different. Some are normal, some are oily, some are dry. One thing we have to also understand is that when it comes to hair itself, our hair does not require grease. It doesn't require oil. Our scalp, on the other hand, does require oil and nutrients and moisturizer because that's where your hair stimulates from the shafts of your scalp. So if you treat your scalp right, then of course healthy hair is going to come from that. As far as your hair itself, it needs moisturizer regardless to what type of hair type you have. Especially dealing with African American hair, your hair needs to stay moisturized and not greased down and not gelled down and dried out. So what I decided to use for my own hair is Blue Magic Tea Tree Oil. It's basically a moisturizer and it's conditioning for the scalp all in one. You basically want to just take enough of that depending on, again, how long your hair is and stimulate the scalp. You don't want to make it to the point where it's oversaturated so that once you begin to weft the hair, it bleeds through the cap because then it'll interfere with the glue process and the bonding. But you want to have just enough to go through the scalp and moisturize it so that during the time that you have your tracks in, your hair has a foundation to feed from. And normally I don't recommend that tracks stay in. If it's a glue-in method, I don't recommend that they stay in any longer than 7 days because your hair needs to stay continually washed. Okay, so enough with that. Today what we'll be using, I've got the Poise finger roll 5-piece. I'm going to be using this. Of course, I have my standard Maxi Professional glue. Nothing big and major with that. I always utilize Echo styling gel. And this is just for the front, like right along in here, because you don't want your wig cap coming all the way down here. So anything that's out, it's okay to just go ahead and gel that down just a little bit. But again, I did moisturize that part of my hair as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so what I like about this hair is it comes with exactly from the longest, starting at the top, going to the bottom, longest. And then, of course, these two sections would be for the middle. And then you got the end section. It actually gives you an option to either use the closure at the top. I don't usually like those because it sits like a little hat. But if not, if you're really proficient with getting your tracks all the way circled in, then you can use this and basically lay it down once you're done. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the wefting process. These tracks are really thin. You know, sometimes you can get the tracks where the wefting part is just a little bit thicker. So with these, you just have to make sure that you weft them really, really close together. Another important thing to remember is that even though you have on a cap, when you bond your hair, when you bond these tracks, you have to understand that this is glue. So it doesn't take a whole lot, because the more you put on there, the odds are it's gonna bleed through the cap and it's gonna attach itself to your hair. So just make sure that you don't use too much, just enough to get it to sit on there. I know a lot of people, when they do the videos, they normally have the blow dryers, and you know, some people will use spritz and all of that stuff. But again, like I said, my hair is in a damaged phase right now, so I try to use as less heat as possible, as well as ingredients with alcohol and stuff like that. That definitely breaks your hair out. So I'm just going to be using a touch and go method, and that's basically it. But you know, you can use it as you can do it as you like. Okay, so as we can see, I've got the first section of the hair all the way put in. It is good and tight. You see the back. I still got a good little bit of a way to go. I always leave some room here because I have my hair pushed up here. But at the end, you can come back and add just one track there just to cover that up. But just in the beginning, just so it doesn't come down and the tracks are not showing in the back, I kind of just leave that section there until I'm completely finished with all of it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue on. This is with section 2. So far so good. The hair it's a little bit thinner than what I thought, but I've got 2 packs, so it'll definitely be enough. All right. Okay, so again, with the wefting process, always remember to not use too much glue. I blow it a little bit so it'll get tacky, just a little bit, kind of like when you're getting your lashes did. You want to be just a little bit tacky before you apply it. And always make sure you get right along there. I'm not going to put it on my hair, but I'm going to put it right in front of it. And take it all the way around to the cap. I apologize. Like I said, this is my first video, and but you know, any questions, any comments, things that'll make me get a little bit better, because I plan on doing a lot more, especially ones when it comes to treating hair and, you know, hair growth and healthy treatments and things of that nature. I've got a lot of stuff planned coming up, so I definitely am open to comments and questions and, you know, things that'll just help me to help my channel become better going forward. Okay, got that in. Again, no hair dryer, no spritz, because the glue is gonna bond on its own. So Making sure that the tracks are close, because again, this hair is kind of thin. Let's start right here. Take it all the way around. I should have had some music, huh? I bet y'all like, she's so boring. Next time, I definitely will. This actually was like a last minute decision, but it had been something I had been thinking about a long time ago. By the fact that I haven't did my own hair in a long time. When I got up today, I was like, well, you know what? I said, it's a lot of people out there who, you know, probably want to see more about not just styling hair, but just learning about caring for your hair, why you're keeping it maintained, why you're keeping it styled. That goes for braids, that goes for dreads, that goes for quick weaves, sew-ins, anything that of that nature. Your hair is always going to be attached to your head. So whereas versatility is a great thing where you can change up all the time, you definitely want to make sure that you take care of this more than you take care of this. Because at the end of the day, you're just going to take this out and throw it in the trash can. You know. So again, another good thing to remember also is that whether you get your own hair done by yourself or whether you go to a stylist, when they are, even if you have to take your own, if they do choose to go with the molding treatment, kind of take something of your own, a moisturizer or something like that, and basically tell them to condition your hair before they put that gel on it. Gel is going to dry regardless. The stuff that they use is kind of like a glue. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's going to dry regardless under that dryer. Tell them to kind of condition your scalp before they apply all that stuff on it, because like I said, anybody who's ever used gel on their hair, they know once it dries, it makes the hair hard and crumbly. And the only way you can't really tell is that if you go to a stylist consistently, when you get in there, they're just going to wash this stuff out. You're just going to wash it out. You don't really see the damage that is done to your hair. Unless you got a stylist who is just persistently someone who is trying to promote good hair growth as well as styling, they're not going to say anything to you about split ends. They're not going to say anything to you about your hair may be falling out, it may be thinning, and a lot of times this is just based on the treatments and the chemicals that we use. But it's not to say that they're not doing their job, because they are. However, I would think that someone who is a stylist is going to always be concerned about your natural hair before this artificial hair. So, you know, whether you do your own hair, whether you go somebody else, just ask them, hey, I brought this in. Can you condition, treat my scalp with it before you put this stuff on? That way, my scalp is consistently feeding my hair nutrients while it's covered. And that way, when you wash it out, you don't have to worry about so much breakage and so many split ends. So, just a little bit of advice. You know. Right. Okay. No gaps. I can't see the back of my head. Y'all can, so let me know if it's what I think it is when you see this video, okay? Okay, so I am through with section 2 of the quick weave. Like I said, it's coming together real good. With that very last track, as I've been taking majority of it on this side because I normally wear my hair swoop like this, and this will come down. You have to remember that the track has to begin to be covered once you finish section 2. So when you flip it up, the cap isn't showing in case you want to wear it pulled back or something like that. It's not showing. So what we're going to do now is go to pack 2 for section 2 because I still want it to be just a little bit more fuller around the crown. I need to come up at least here before I start applying, at least here before I start applying section 3, so that it'll be nice and full up here at the top. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do now, is open up the second pack of hair and utilize that. And like I said in the back, we've got no gaps. Everything should be nicely filled in. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, and I think it's coming along pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we are after I have installed part 2 from pack 2. If you notice, we've got just a little bit left here. Again, it is completely full all the way around. If you can see it from front to back, the hair is really light, so that's why I didn't have a problem adding extra hair at the top, because it's not really heavy. It's real lightweight. For the most part, I like it. And I think it's turning out pretty good. Towards the end, if you want to kind of shave it down, you can, but I think I might let mine just hang a little bit longer. It just depends on how it looks when we're all the way done. So as you see here with the tracking, the only thing you really see is where I've gelled it down here. And even on this side, you don't see any cap or anything like that. So it's real important to make sure that you keep your tracks real close. And it'll turn out right. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up. Okay, y'all, so we are just about 100% done. As you can see, I've only got just a little bit more up here at the very top before I'm completely finished. I just kind of want to touch bases and let you see where I am. As you see, we have it completely wefted down here, and we've got it completely wefted down here as well as in the back. This hair is really versatile. You can pretty much wear it either way. You can wear it pull to this side, and it's easy to manage. You can take it and you can flip the part to the other side with little or no effort at all, and the hair just pretty much moves in any direction, and as long as you got it wefted up really well, you don't have to worry about any tracks or anything showing. I also even tried to see if I could wear it straight down the middle. What I would recommend, this is a very good brush for this hair because you can basically use it without damaging the curls. As you can see, you can even wear this hair completely down the middle with no problem at all. No problem at all. What I would recommend in basically keeping this hair intact is just a light moisturizer, making sure that you keep it wrapped in a bonnet when you sleep overnight. When you get ready to shower, probably pull it back in a ponytail and then put it up in a bonnet, you know, just to keep the heat away from it. I mean, keep the moisture away from it so it won't freeze up. I don't think any spritz is required. It moves really well. I mean, it's a good product. I got this during the Black Friday sale at the 98-cent store. They had buy one get one free. And again, for anybody who may have missed it, this was the brand. So far, I've only utilized I would say a total of 1 pack, but I did decide to use parts 2 from both packs just to make it a little bit more full in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up, and I'll be right back with the final product. Alright. Okay, YouTube family, this is the final product. It's a little bit full, but I kind of like my hair like that. You don't have to make yours as full, and as I indicated, you can kind of cut it down, but I like mine with the medium. As you see, it runs short to medium and then long in length, so I kind of like it like that. This is the top. For those of you who are wondering which option I decided to go with, I kind of went with the closure because it fitted a little bit good. It fitted right in as opposed to the rest of them. It fit really well. Take a look at the back. Everything is blended in really well. We have no gaps. Like I said, you could even wear this hair in a ponytail. You know, it's just a really good product for the money that I spent for it. And like I said, it's really lightweight. Little or no maintenance. You pretty much can just shake this and go. And like I said, you can wear your hair to the left, you can wear it to the right, you can wear it straight down the middle. You can put it in a ponytail. You can just do it however you like. So I like it. So like I said, I'm open to comments, any questions you may have. Definitely any advice that'll help me do better going forward, because I plan on doing a lot of more videos on a lot of different topics. So this is Kiki TV. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe, share my channel if you find anything that you learned today informative. Yeah, have a great day until we talk again.